Hey, welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited that you're here. Today's video, I wrote a bunch of notes on my phone and we are filming on my Mac. I told you we would have more fun, so we have hearts flying around in the air. But I realized that it is fun for me to yap, so we're gonna keep doing these videos and hopefully we can make them shorter. I also don't really feel like editing them, so let's just dive right in. So here are some things that nobody can take away from you. If you don't know what to pursue in this life, start by pursuing yourself. So this can look like, through the body, mind, and spirit, you're able to start to pursue yourself. So first, in the body category, move your body, eat clean, do everything from love. Go outside, lift weight, and don't think to yourself, oh, I have to do X, Y, and Z, like this is so harsh and cookie cutter and it needs to be this specific way because someone online said it. Do it in a way that feels good to you, that makes sense for your current lifestyle, that makes sense for your goals, right? If you have more time and you're interested in weightlifting, go do that. If it makes you feel good to dance, or just, if it's as simple as I'm going to, I want to try this coffee shop, but it's on, it's like 30 minutes away, I'm going to walk there instead of drive, or instead of take a car, or instead of take transit. Little things like that. Maybe it's taking a dance class with friends, or who knows what it is, right? But moving your body is super important because you're not only just able to move your body, it's good for you, it's healthy, but you're also moving energy, right? When we're stagnant, when we're sitting, when we're still, when we are in the same space, in the same environment for too long, sometimes it can make us a little irritated, a little agitated, or just stop us from continuing to get inspired by just being outside or moving our body. The next thing is your mind. Read, learn everything. Learn recipes, learn skills, learn about things that you did not even know existed. Learn about an ancient artifact. Learn about, why something causes something. Learn about a perspective. Learn from a perspective that you probably never even thought to even look into. Learn about why you believe the things that you do, and maybe your opinions and your perspective will change as you continue to learn about an idea or a thought that you had. Continue to grow your mind and inspire. And when you learn things and you change your environment, or you put yourself in different situations, like, you can inspire others with your mind. Even the power of your words, even telling somebody that you care about them, or that you love them, or that you're proud of them, or to keep going, can continue to inspire people. And even through your thoughts and actions and just you existing in the things you believe in, right? Like, you can inspire people. You don't realize how you can inspire people. I inspire people every single day, whether that be a compliment or even just in your photo. Like, maybe you posted a photo of a book you read and now someone's like, what is that book? Like, I want to go read that. Or maybe you told someone you enjoyed a snack and they're like, I never thought about that. Oh, I didn't know you could do it that way. I didn't know you could make it like that. Or I didn't know that shop existed. Now you're inspiring. And create art, create content, maybe that's you're baking, you're cooking, you're making art, you are thrifting, you are creating clothing, you're creating ideas, right? Like, it doesn't have to be a tangible creation. It could be, something that starts off as an idea and you're creating that into life, or you're sharing it. And another thing, sleep is super important, something that I'm always working on. But when you sleep, you are nurturing your mind to allow it to continue to learn and grow and perceive and feel. And then lastly, your spirit. Okay, not lastly. We're not at the end. We're not close. Your spirit, your character, who you are, and your perception and your perspective. when you can't change the things around you or your environment or the people or the outcomes, because there's a lot we can't change, right? When you can't change things, change the way that you see things. Through a positive perspective, through resilience, gratitude, humility, and if you want to create a change in the physical environment, create that work ethic, create that in yourself, that resilience, that drive. Decide that wherever you are currently is not the destination, and work towards creating a positive mind so that you can create outward changes, because in order to create change, you need those aligned thoughts, and those thoughts with positive affirmations and with positivity and love will develop into positive actions and aligned actions. And then next, understand your why. Why are you doing the things that you're doing, right? Is it to get to the next step? Is it to develop yourself as a person? And you can really revisit this idea whenever you feel maybe unsure of yourself, or you're just in the, going through the motions of your life. Come back to yourself and ask yourself and remind yourself, why are you doing the things you're doing? And this why can change over time, but remember to come back to yourself, to ask yourself that question, and to constantly develop yourself through your mind, body, and spirit, so that you can, live the life that you want, and everything that you desires you 10 times over. Next, success flows where your energy goes. Success does not just mean money or material things, right? I made a whole video on this, so go watch that. I'm pointing here as if I'm going to link it. I'm not. Go on my channel and hit subscribe first. But success does not just mean money, right? Success looks different for everybody. Their definitions, or everybody's definition, can be different. Success and wealth come in all different forms. I talk about it in my video called Is Success a Cope? So go watch that. But, it could be your, wealth can come in so many forms: time, money, health, whatever it is. And if you're young and you feel limited with your money, you may have an abundance of time to acquire knowledge, to create or develop a skill, or be helpful to earn money to buy back your time, or whatever it is that you want to do in this lifetime. Money is a tool, it is not the goal. And before I continue on, that's not what this video is about, but if you keep moving the goalpost and thinking and placing your happiness or a positive feeling onto a thing outside of yourself, whether that be, once I achieve, this goal, then I will be happy. And if you keep doing the necessary steps and actions, eventually you'll achieve this thing, and then you'll be like, but now what? So always remember to be happy, be grateful, and know that if you're putting in that action, you're putting in that work, you're being consistent over time, eventually you will achieve the thing that you want to achieve. And that feeling, it's not going to come from the thing, it's going to come from you, right? So just remember that. And be happy where you are right now. Life moves pretty quickly, especially when we go through the motions of our life. We don't realize that sometimes we need to stop and pause and be like, I'm so happy and grateful where I am right now. I may be at this stage of my life and I'm working towards this stage of my life, but I'm so happy and grateful to be here in this moment, because I know that life moves fast, things change, and people grow and develop, and I'm just happy to be where I am right now at this moment, and appreciate it fully for what it is and what it is teaching you. And if you have a lot of money, maybe you're overworking, right? Maybe think to yourself, maybe I need a little trip. I mean, not encouraging people to go travel or whatever, but maybe think to yourself, am I truly living my life and doing the things I want to the fullest extent? Maybe you need a little week off, so you take that. Maybe you've made some money and you're like, I want to go learn a skill now because I could, be even more helpful. I could potentially grow my career further, right? So investing in yourself. Maybe you're actually investing in a product or a service or a startup or something, right? Like maybe you're doing something productive to keep, to keep the flow going, so you're not stagnant, so you're not overworked. So whatever it is, maybe your purpose. I hope you're appreciating the fact that I'm trying to talk faster because I don't want to make this super long. And for those of you who are working really hard, I see you. I'm proud of you. If nobody told you, I love you. I'm so proud of you. And you don't give yourself enough credit. So I'm going to do it right now and tell you that I'm proud of you. And if you're working hard towards something, whether you're receiving money for it or not, it could be a passion that you spend hours working on. Maybe you're just at your part-time job and you're just doing the job to make money for school or whatever. I see you. I'm proud of you. All kinds of hard work. I see it and I'm proud of you. Next, alchemize your pain or limitations into something powerful. If you feel isolated, if you feel stuck, if you feel stagnant, if you feel overlooked, underappreciated and undervalued, use that as a driving force. Now don't stay there. Don't stay in negativity. But use that pain. You're allowed to take that in and go, I'm not accepting this as my forever state. I don't like this feeling. I don't like this feeling. I don't like this situation. And use that as a driving force to lift you off the ground, to do something about it. Now, here's where it gets a little tricky because you do not want to stay in that negative energy. You don't want to stay in that, that little chip on your shoulder. I had to learn this one. You don't want to stay in that little, like, I need to prove something to the world or myself or other people. You want to take that, use it to lift you off the ground, use it to move you, but then turn that into, I'm doing this from a space of love because I love myself. I deserve to be valued. I deserve to value myself. I deserve to be seen. The world deserves to see me. And your value does not come from how productive you are. Let me say that for the people in the back. Your value does not come from your productivity. Now, that is not to say that we should not be productive or do things to be productive or helpful to society, our community, and do great things with the skills and the knowledge we have. I'm not saying that. But just know that you're valuable and you're important. If nobody told you, if nobody has told you in a while, I think that you're extremely valuable and you have so many gifts you have yet to discover. And wherever you feel that insecurity or that doubt or that fear, explore it. For example, before I say the example, understand the mind, body, spirit concepts we just discussed about pursuing yourself. Understand where those limitations are coming from, overcome them. And, for me, for example, I had a big fear of being seen, a big fear that I was overlooked and undervalued and constantly passed over, it felt like, or dismissed. And that is exactly why I felt the need to push myself through that and take that to lift me off the ground, to do some things, explore, learn, and come out and go online and share and post and be seen, because I know people can relate or understand the things I'm sharing. And yeah, so I'm going to use a sales analogy, right? Because I'm in sales and I love it. And sales is not only a way for me to help make a positive impact, but it has taught me a lot about myself, which I can make a whole other video of the spiritual side of this profession or job, or just it has allowed me to become very spiritual within myself. So here's a sales analogy that people can use. You can get a gym membership. You can even, let's say you have a lot of money, you can even get the nicest gym membership. You can even get Equinox, whatever it is. So what? Now you have this membership. No one's forcing you to go. No one is forcing you to be consistent, to eat clean, achieve the desired goal. Like, what is your goal? You have this gym membership because maybe other people told you should, or you think you want to, or maybe getting a nicer one might even make you want to be there more. Just like you can get nice gym clothes and it can motivate you, but that's not what keeps you, that's not what makes you fit. It's your job to show up consistently and pick up those weights and create a plan and a strategy and a system to sustain your goal and create your goal. And once you achieve that goal, sustain it over time. Most of life is how we react to it and the choices that we make. We cannot control people, outcomes, and circumstances, but with our decisions and our reactions, we can position outcomes in our favor. Leverage is another video, so I'm not going to talk about that right now. But also, how you're feeding your mind, body, and spirit outside of the gym to sustain the progress so you can return to the gym to continue to feel good, keep lifting and moving. And in that process, it's about, balance and eating clean and getting enough sleep and doing all these things so that you can come back to the gym and do the same thing again, right? And so it's kind of the concept of the mind, body, and spirit working together to create and sustain discipline from love to achieve long-term success. Discipline is a topic for another day. I probably talk about it in like 300 other videos. I don't even have 300 videos on my channel. Next. Learn to enjoy, or pretend to, fake it till you make it. Enjoy doing the hard things or uncomfy things, or the mundane things, the amazing things, the boring things, and enjoy the amazing and fulfilling things just as much. Because the goal is to experience. All of it is necessary. All of it. Lastly, duality. You're allowed to be the artist who loves math, and the dancer who loves video games, and the reader who enjoys dancing, and the quantum physics teacher who loves makeup, and the coding tech genius who has a Squishmallow collection or does social media, and the athlete who is highly, highly spiritual. You're allowed to be all of these things. And that's what's really, really cool, is that you don't have to be in one box. You don't have to fit yourself into one box. And yes, you may have something that, a profession or a skill or a trait that people identify you with, right? Like, I'm Shiri, I have red hair. When people think about me, they probably think about my red hair, right? Or maybe they think about the fact that I'm in sales, or the fact that I have such a bubbly personality. Not everybody would realize that I'm actually I'm actually kind of introverted, and I love my alone time. I spend a lot of time alone, and I've learned to enjoy it so much that sometimes I even have to get myself to be outside, because I have to constantly because I just love my solitude. And I love learning everything. But yes, when you alchemize, you must transform and allow yourself to change. What are you putting that energy towards? And understand that negative and positive charges are extremely important here. So think about a battery, right? And there's so much value in both. And people probably think, I just want to be high vibe, positive vibe all the time. But you need that negative charge Why do some people say, you need time to recharge, you need your alone time to recharge, right? So that you can appreciate the busyness, the hustle and bustle, the outgoing nature of life. And some people fail to see the beauty and the pain and the hardship. But it is within that you can fully and truly experience the light. And I used to hate the rain. I used to hate it. It used to be raining outside. I used to look outside and be like, ugh, the rain, like now I gotta walk to XYZ here and it's gonna be wet and it's gray out and it's cold. I wanted it to be sunny all the time, blue skies and all. But now there's this comfort I feel when I see that it's raining or when the sky is gray, because to me, it's a period of reflection. And, I like to walk to my gym, and so whenever it is raining outside, it allows me to actually pause before I go out and think to myself, have I been overworking? Maybe I can take this day to watch a movie or read a book or bake something or, clean up around my apartment. Because to me, it's that reflection period. And it has me questioning, maybe I need to look inside myself for a second. And, the sky is allowed to cry too sometimes, okay? Just like us, we're allowed to cry, we're allowed to experience a range of emotions. The sky's allowed to cry and shed some tears. And if you feel like you've been holding in some tears or frustration or anger or you're upset, you're allowed to cry. You're absolutely allowed to say, this situation sucks. And a lot of the time online, you'll probably see, be positive, work through it, go to the gym, numb your pain. But the only way to move through it and to get on the other side of that is to feel it, understand it, identify it, and that's it, and allow it to pass through, because the only way out is through. And so, without the rain, other life forms that make the world so beautiful would cease to exist or not thrive. And here's an uncomfy truth that will make you feel some sense of peace. Nobody knows what they're doing. I'm telling you that. Nobody knows. It's through our experiences over time and the choices we make and the decisions we make and the perception that we have and what we choose to do with our time, money, and knowledge, and how we feed our body, mind, and spirit that creates our reality. Now, I don't have it all figured out. I think that even people who seem like they do probably don't either. Like behind the scenes, they're probably like, okay, what's next? Maybe this isn't working. I don't know, right? But that perception of having it all figured out is what most people probably like to show. And I'm not some guru. I'm not selling you a course. But I am working on myself all the time, and part of me knows that because I feel fear to post, that's exactly why I need to post. And I thank you so much for your time. I hope you took a piece of information away and learned something, or just even enjoyed your time with me. Maybe you are cleaning or eating or doing something else and I'm just yapping away in the background. I appreciate you so much. You have no idea how much I love you, how much I'm proud of you. Did that even make sense? How proud I am of you. And just, it makes me feel so fulfilled to know that if I can help one person, if I can change a perspective or share information or just create a positive impact, that is the most fulfilling thing. So thank you so much. I love you so much. I'm proud of you. I love you with my entire heart. Look at all these hearts. Look at all these hearts. Look. I'm sending you so much love and positive energy. Okay. Have a great rest of your day. I love you.